We bought this ruined house to transform it into a true Balinese villa. Today we're going to do the home tour, but first let's get a little bit of context. We had been thinking for quite a few months about starting a big project. That's why, after finishing the renovation of the apartment, we decided to start looking for a villa with potential, spacious, but above all, affordable. And for that last point to be met, obviously it had to need a lot of renovation. We went to see a lot of rundown houses, but the vast majority had a lot of land and a very small house. After months of searching, we found the mega villa, located in a village between the sea and the mountains. And despite needing a major renovation, we saw all the possibilities it had. And after a bit of the typical paperwork that comes with a purchase, we were finally ready to start the adventure of our lives. Alright, now let's go see this house and find out what work awaits us. And it's not a small amount. Let's take a look inside and then we'll check out the garden, but well, we're inevitably going to see this area too. And this is where the cars are parked, coming in through that door. Over there, they come up here and line up like this. Let's go over there. This house has about 900 square meters of land, let's say, and almost 200 square meters of house of living space. It's divided into 2 floors, and we're going to enter the ground floor first. But first, let's take a look at this area here, which is the little terrace that's right in front of the dining room, which we'll see in a moment. This little terrace is really nice for now because it's the one we're going to use for the time being. Since the other one, right now, we could say is more like an empty lot. Coming in through this door, we find the stairs that go up to the upper floor, which I'll show you later. And over here, the first room, which is the kitchen. This kitchen is not very usable. It's in pretty bad condition. And, oh, you can hear a noise, right? Well, nothing happened here. I just think I'm gonna make use of the doors. We're going to use them for an outdoor kitchen we're going to build. I bought this house together with my parents, so the decision-making will be joint. It won't depend only on me. But, well, I think we all pretty much agree that there's going to be a big transformation in this kitchen. I'm afraid so. Leaving the kitchen, we find ourselves in the dining area. I'll explain what we're going to do as we go along, but nothing has been decided 100% yet. Everything feels temporary right now. This is our dining room, bar, and more. And this window here, another thing we're pretty sure about, at least for now, is that it's going to be a door so we can go outside. Inside this room, we'll also knock down this wall to connect the kitchen and the hallway a bit more so the space looks much bigger. One very beautiful thing it has is this fireplace. It's in pretty bad shape, but I think with a bit of paint and some work, we can save it. However, like I said, I'm not sure because it takes up a lot of space. We don't know if we'll leave it here or move it outside. We'll use it, but where is still undecided. We don't know yet, but we'll figure it out along the way. This is basically the dining room, and as you leave this dining room. The second worst thing after the kitchen, or maybe this comes first and then the kitchen, I couldn't say for sure, is the bathroom. This arch is very beautiful. Personally, I like it a lot. Ivan doesn't like it. He's shaking his head at me.
It makes me feel claustrophobic.
If it were bigger, it would be better, but I like the arch shape. The whole house has textured walls. It doesn't have water and it doesn't have electricity, so doing the renovation is going to be pretty complicated. This is the first night we're staying over. I've already recorded some episodes for you that we've been working on. Today, even though you're seeing this as the first episode, it wasn't actually the first, but you can see the progress that's being made. As I mentioned, let's check out the bathroom. They left the window closed and there are cobwebs. If you're wondering why the house is in such bad shape, it's because it's been occupied about 3 or 4 times. They've really wrecked it, as you can see. They've ripped out all the wires, they've made holes everywhere, and well, it's just in bad shape. But we saw a lot of potential in this house, and one of the great things we appreciated was that it had a lot of space. It has several bedrooms and several bathrooms, which we'll see a little later on. The house itself isn't very old, it's from the 90s, so the bathroom doesn't look super outdated either. In fact, these tiles, the floor tiles, they're not bad. I mean, they're not very old, they're not 60 years old. However, the fact that it has been lived in makes the house seem even older and more worn out because of the damage that has been done. In fact, there are some doors that have holes and other damage, so not all of them can be reused. Some windows are aluminum, others wood. We'll keep what we can and replace the rest. Leaving this bathroom, we find the first bedroom, which is a medium-sized bedroom. I think we could say the room is medium-sized. It has a window here, but this window will probably end up being a door, so that from this part of the house you can also access the garden. We think this room is perfect because you can go straight out from here and it's right in front of you, while in the other rooms it's a little harder to access. And then, since it's quite a big size, it could be a master bedroom. Also, we have this little room here that we don't really know why they made it. There's not much light in this room either, so you won't be able to see much, but the idea is to make a walk-in closet here. So we get rid of the wardrobe and we have more available space in this room. We've already brought some of our things, that's why all the rooms have stuff in them. But of course, since we're going to stay overnight today, we needed mattresses, sheets, towels. Well, a towel, even if there's no water, but at least, I don't know, if we take a Czech-style bath, you can dry off a little. Now we're heading to the next room, the smallest one. Down this little hallway we find this bedroom, which, well, is the smallest, but even so, it's still a pretty good size. The bed will probably go right there under the window. As I said, we need to check measurements carefully. If it fits here, it might go in this spot. The idea is a trundle bed. When all the rooms, let's say, are finished, and the dining rooms can also fit up to 14 people in this house. Coming out of this room, we find the biggest bedroom and Ivan's shoes right there in the middle. This bedroom would be ideal for heading to the door and leaving. It doesn't face the garden, but rather the area where the cars are parked. So, you'd have to go farther to reach the garden, right? That's why I mentioned making that room. Like I said, nothing has been decided yet, but apparently this is what we're going to do. But we need to sit down and talk about it. And from here, we're going upstairs. Yeah, we're going to do the whole tour we did. The little hallway, the arch that Ivan doesn't like, the main door, and we're going to go up. If you hear noises, it's my workers who are already working. Let's go up here and I'll introduce them to you. The upstairs, there they are, both of them. And Eva, who's recording me. They're already working, actually, we should be working too, but we took these 5 minutes just to record the home tour for you. Because if I don't do it now, we'll start doing things and get caught up. So let's get it out of the way. This is the second dining room, the one upstairs, and this dining room is also very spacious. Maybe the one downstairs is bigger, right? But this one is really nice too. And honestly, I would like to use it, I don't know, maybe to put a small sofa bed, an area, like for a projector. Or maybe you could put something to play with, what's it called? Foosball. Ah, and the other thing, yes, billiards. Things like that actually. This wall that's so big would be perfect for a home theater. Since this will also be a bedroom, maybe you could make a large folding screen that can be put away. And separate this area to do something similar here. A bedroom when necessary and a dining room when it's folded away, I don't know. It's just coming to me now, you know? I'm not sure. We should discuss it. Actually, we've only had it for 2 weeks, so there hasn't been time, and besides, I've been busy with the rooftop. We haven't really had time to talk about it properly, and I'd like to make another video making the 3D plan. Talking about each of the rooms, you know, really well done. This is the first bedroom on the upper floor. There are many rooms that have the metal sheeting, and that's why you can't see all the light you should. But well, we can kind of imagine it. On this second floor there are 2 bedrooms, and together with the 3 downstairs, that makes 5. Then we come over here and find the other bedroom, which, as I said, is a bit bigger. And also, we can make use of that space over there to put a small piece of furniture and use it as a closet. On this floor, most windows are aluminum, but when they closed them, they screwed them shut. So I don't know if we'll be able to use all of them, at least that's what I've told you here. But the doors on this floor are really good. I mean, they're sturdy, they're strong, they're good, and they haven't broken any of them, which is something to be thankful for.
And this?
Oh well, no, it's because I would like to wear this little plant every time I watch a video. And that way, every time I see it, I remember the goal. Here we have another kitchen that will probably stop being a kitchen and become a bathroom. Such efficient workers. This kitchen, for now, well, let me explain. What we're going to do while we fix things, because you see, everything is very dirty. We have to do a lot of work, basically. We have to do everything. So, to not get ourselves into a mess with everything, we're going to renovate the downstairs floor. And this one here, we're going to make livable for ourselves. That's why we've brought mattresses and all kinds of things to make this floor and this kitchen livable. Once it's clean, we'll move the stove up, set up a coffee maker, and use the space for living while we renovate downstairs. Because you know that living with all the dust and everything else, the dirt, is pretty awful. Over here, you're everywhere. Can I record the room for a moment, Mom? What was there?
I don't know, something fell. I don't know if you saw it.
How awful. I'm leaving.
This is the third bathroom. This bathroom is also a good size. It's very nice. But like the rest of the house, it's very dirty.
What is it?
It's a bag so it doesn't go up.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was something else.
Oh no, I don't want to put my hand close now. Well,
Look, the balcony continues over here.
yes, I told you. The balcony is here, but we can't go out since we won't remove the bars. I'm just thinking about washing my hand. There's not much else to say. Here, there's simply a bathtub, a toilet, and the sink will go here. What happens is that right now, well, they took it out, so for now we don't have anything. But well, we'll improvise something while we're living around here. And now what we're going to do is go see the garden. Well, first a little towel and I'll wash my hands. Let's go this way. This is our shower, a pack of wipes. Okay, now we're ready. Let's go to the garden. You can access the garden in two ways. Through the car area or through this other way.
We've seen the car area, so let's check out this one. We just cleaned it, and you'll see it in upcoming episodes.
Well, yes, cleaned in quotation marks.
The only thing we did was remove all the weeds that were there, and now at least it looks passable. We'll remove all of this and then we'll see what we put here. And on this side, we also have to do the plastering. Anyway, we've got some work to do here. Well, like everywhere, all of this needs to be picked up and bagged since we ran out of bags last week and then thrown away. Those tiles look just like the ones on the terrace and rooftop. And we've reached another one of the worst parts, let's say the one that's in the worst condition. And it's this one right here. The cover photo was probably taken here. It's all vandalized, covered in graffiti. And well, several patches need to be done, several cracks need to be fixed, and so on. In this area here, we have quite a bit of work to do. But little by little, with joy, with energy, and with enthusiasm.
We have a jail for anyone who misbehaves or doesn't work, so we can lock them up as punishment.
That's why they started early. What do you think?
He's quick.
Well, and now we're going to the hut. It's divided into several rooms. This would be the dining room, so to speak. If we consider this a house, this would be the dining room. Well, yeah, I mean a house, kind of. No, actually, it's not a house. I mean, this is more like a big storage room. But they've taken the opportunity to make a bathroom and a sort of bedroom. This, as I said, is like a bedroom. And we'll probably end up knocking down this wall here to connect it. Because in this area, I'd like to make it into a relaxation space, a place to relax. I mean, to put things here for painting, for making ceramics. Ivan is already making faces, but that's how it'll be.
With such a big yard outside.
But I don't want him to get wet. You put an easel here, you start painting. When the weather is nice, you take it outside and then bring it back in here. It's like an activity room. Recreational activities are upstairs, while this space is mainly for relaxing. Yes, yes, yes.
I would say in this case, I would do the recreational activities here and leave upstairs for living. The recreational activities here and for painting in the car, really here.
We need to talk about that. We also need a spa area. And for example, if we put a jacuzzi and so on here, I'm going upstairs, that's known. The other part is undecided. But this would be the fourth bathroom, which might be the one in the worst condition.
If the one upstairs shocked me, opening this one will be even more surprising.
Well, since I have the little towel, we can open it, but... Well, just like the other one, more or less.
What's that?
I'd rather not know. And now, the garden after this shed is basically an empty lot at the moment, since you'll only see plants.
But anyway, we'll see it. We arrive at the garden and all of this will be gone.
Right now there's a wall here in the middle that blocks the way. And, well, it needs to be cleaned up quite a bit. Let's go down however we can. Be careful. There's another cellar and we'll decide its purpose too. And here we find the garden. What I like about this garden is that there are a lot of fruit trees. There are a lot of things we're going to have to remove, because, well, there's a lot of weeds and so on. But there are a lot of little trees that are really nice. In fact, there's one that has pears and another one that has apples, I think. And over here, that's the fig tree. Oh, well, it looks really good. Should we try it?
Yeah, do you want to try it? If I haven't washed it, I'm not going to try it.
Wash it now so it can be used. All this part here will be nice and clean. And the idea here is, of course, to make a pool, a little Bali-Style tent, so you can lie down and relax. Then an area to eat. I would also like to make a mini golf course and some other things like that.
There will be an airport there. That's where the planes will land, right there.
I can dream and we'll do what we can. What we can't do, we just can't.
The thing about the permits is that they've already been requested, but we still haven't been granted them until next week.
Let's check out the last area, the car section, starting from this side.
This area here as well, we're going to remove this whole little wall to make a larger space.
From here, you can see the whole garden since this wall doesn't make much sense.
We have a few more storage rooms, the ones Ivan showed you, and another one on this side. It's completely full of stuff that isn't ours, but we need to empty it out. And that little part we entered over there, I mean, we've gone all the way around the whole house. And well, this is the biggest project so far for Decoratu Casa. There are some really amazing videos coming up. There's a really big renovation, but we've taken it on with a lot of excitement and enthusiasm. So all that's left for me to say is that I'll see you in upcoming videos. See you soon. I forgot to tell you about this. But over here we also have access to the lower part. And we have this beautiful tree. And from here we can see the house.
We have to.
Maybe it's a bit awkward for me to be here talking. Is the sun shining on me too much? Did you see the butterfly?
Give me a moment. Let's lower the...
The sun is shining on it. Technical problems? Mom?
I'm already disoriented and now...
No, don't cut it, okay? Oh, Mom, so many bugs.
See how he acts up now that he's on camera, huh?